Good morning. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and Grenadines' favorite most hated son, the diaspora machismo. I am going to skip all of the formalities this morning because I have a lot to get to. Some time ago, I saw a man from the North Windward constituency said that he was a strong supporter of the Unity Labour Party and he is now supporting Chevron John, his sister in Christ.
I'm Jeff Lavey. I'm from London, Sandy Bay, and I'm a part of Chevron John T10 committee. I was a Labour supporter, but Chevron John is my sister in the Lord, and I've seen the passion she has for young people. As a senator, when we look at her, always looking out for young people.
I also saw a Rasta man by the name of Rasnati. If my memory serves me right, I think he is the proprietor of the beachfront restaurant in Chateaubelair. Said that he was a stone supporter of Ralph Gonsalves.
Joel Francois, but popular known in the whole of St. Vincent as Rasnati. From Chateaubelair, man. I'm a businessman and a farmer. I've been voting for the St. Vincent Labour Party since 1984. So from 1984 to now, this will be the only election I wouldn't be supporting the St. Vincent Labour.
We know as a Rastaman who is normally considered strong biblical students, I don't know if you also know the biblical foundation as to which he made his decision. Let us examine Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. It says that an Israelite must never put one except the Most High God chose them to rule over them. And it says, one from your brethren you shall put to rule over you. And it also said, you must not put a stranger who is not of your brethren. Let us put this into context. The Most High God was speaking to Moses, and he was telling Moses to tell his people, his chosen people, the Israelites, I will choose your king. I am going to choose someone to rule over you. It would be one who is of your own people, the Israelites. He further said, don't set a stranger to rule over you. In the context of which this was given to Moses, and in the context in which Moses uttered these words, he was saying, anyone who is not an Israelite should never be made to rule over you. They are from a nation. Therefore, I will never set one who is not of your people to rule over you. So when this man from North Windward declared that he is no longer going to support the Unity Labour Party by voting for Grace Walters, he made the right decision scripturally. For if he voted for Grace Walters, he is now giving Ralph Gonsalves the authority to rule over him. Because a vote for Grace Walters is a vote for Ralph Gonsalves. A vote for Carlos James is a vote for Ralph Gonsalves. Some of you are saying, these words were given to the Israelites. How do they apply to the Caribs and the descendants of Africans who now lives in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? The Kalinagos are Israelites. Their foreparents left Israel about 1,200 years before Christ was born. In their effort to avoid the prophecy of Jeremiah when he says that Jerusalem will be destroyed, those so-called Africans that came to the New World on slave ships, they were also Israelites. They were not Africans, they were Israelites. These were the descendants of Israel that ran away from Israel when Babylon conquered Israel. Their foreparents ran away. When Assyria conquered Israel, their foreparents ran away to Africa. When Greece conquered Israel, some more of their foreparents ran away to Africa. And when Roman conquered Greece and take over from Greece, a lot more ran away to Africa. These are the descendants of those children of the Israelites that ran away to Africa whenever Israel was conquered. So when the slave ship was capsized between Beckwith and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and these Israelites came ashore, they were Israelites from two different generations that were separated by almost 1,000 years, that were reunited in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and that were for a particular purpose. The world don't want you to know who you are, because when you are faithful to the Most High God, you becomes superhuman with supernatural powers. Don't forget, on two occasions, Elijah brought fire from heaven and destroyed two groups of the Assyrian army, numbered 50 each. Don't forget, upon the request of Elijah, fire came from heaven and consumed the sacrifice. Don't forget, Abraham took 111 men and he went and fought against the kings of Elam and their mighty armies. And Abraham was able to destroy the 5 kings of Elam and their army and recover his brother's son Lot. So the entire world know that when we are faithful to the Most High God, the Most High God gave us supernatural powers where we can do things that no other nation on the earth could do. That is why they don't want us to know who we really are. They have hidden the truth and they stole our identity as Israelites. So some of you may be asking now, what does this have to do with Ralph Gonsalves? Apart from the fact Ralph Gonsalves is not one of us, he is a Caucasian. What does the Most High God says about the Caucasians in scriptures? In the same way the Caucasians hid from our knowledge that we, the descendants of slaves, are the Israelites of the Bible, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are our direct forefathers, and the same with the American native people, the South American native people, and the native people of the Caribbean, which includes the Caribs. They have hid their identity from the world also. The Edomite of Bible time are the Caucasians of today's world. I will qualify that in a moment, but before I qualify that, let me tell you what the Most High God says about the Edomites. As you all know, Esau is the father of the Edomites, and Jacob is the father of the Israelites. Both Esau and Jacob were born on the same day. They are twin brothers. But that is a story to be explained in another forum. When the Most High God was having a conversation with Malachi in Malachi chapter 1, verse 2 to 4, this is what the Most High God said. He said, Malachi, was not Esau Jacob's brother? Yet I love Jacob and I hate Esau. We were taught that the Most High God is incapable of hating, but the Most High God will never give us an emotion that he does not have himself and he does not understand. So right here, the Most High God have declared his hatred for the father of the Edomites, the father of the Caucasians. The Most High God also said that he is going to destroy their heritage. He said that Edom says, I am impoverished, I am poor. I will go back and rebuild the waste place. The Most High God says, when Esau or the Edomites build up, I am going to break it down. Why? Because he hate them. And then he declared, I will have indignation to the Edomites forever. I will be angry with the Edomites forever. I will be angry with the Caucasians forever. Now we have to ask ourselves, what is anger? Anger is short-term hate. If you are going to have short-term hate, you're going to be angry with a particular person, and that anger is going to last forever. It simply means that your hatred for them is going to be manifested, and it's going to be manifested forever. Now, the Most High God, in his first prophecy to Moses for the children of Israel, in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, he said, if the Israelites are not faithful to him, they will be sold to their enemies as bondmen and bondwomen. You will be sold to your enemies as bondmen and bondwomen. You will be sold to your enemies as bondmen and bondwomen. In other words, you will be sold to your enemies as slaves. The only people that has interest in buying us and the only people who were sold to was the Caucasian nation. So the Most High God said to Malachi that he hate the father of the Caucasians, Esau, and he will hate the descendants, the Edomites, forever. And he's telling us, he's warning us, he says that these people are your enemies. The only enemies of the Israelites, the children of slaves, are the Caucasians. No one else is our enemy. So when Carib people vote for Grace Walters, is a vote for our enemies. When African descendants of St. Vincent and the Grenadines vote for Carlos James and those others, is a vote for our enemies. If you notice, the moderate in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is getting higher. All kind of diseases are attacking our people. Every day we are hearing young men and women dying from strange diseases, from cancer, etc. You go to the court system and you're seeing our young men and women are being tried, found guilty and incarcerated. This is because we have been disobedient to one of the most stringent law. For in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16 to 68, the Most High God outlined all of these things here. He said, if we are not faithful to him, all of these tragedies are going to come upon us. Go, take your time and read the scriptures, and you will see that all of these things that are outlined in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 16 to 68, is what is plaguing our people in St. Vincent today. Young women just starting the prime of their life are coming down with ovarian cancer, breast cancer, cervical cancer. 75 years ago, there were no reports of cancer in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. 50 years ago, only very, very, very old people came down with cancer. Now today, people in their early 20s, their 30s are coming down with cancer. Our young children are being shut down in the streets like dogs. And those who are not shut down are put into prison with the hopes they will get involved in homosexuality. That is because the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has put Ralph Gonsalves, a Caucasians, an Edomite to rule over us. When the Most High says, don't put one who is not of your brother, an Israelite man or woman, be a Carib or African, which is the Israelites, but no one else. Do you know why you are getting sick? Do you know why your children are getting sick? Do you know why all of these people around you are getting sick? It's because they fail to do what the Most High God says. In Deuteronomy chapter 7, verses 15, the Most High God says all of these illnesses are for those people who hate you. But because you're disobedient to the Most High God, you are now getting the diseases that should be cast upon those people who hate you. Likewise, in Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7, the Most High God says there that all of these cause, those cause that was outlined in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16 to 68, and those other curses in Deuteronomy, they are really for the people who hate you. Not for you, but because you have shown your disrespect to the Most High God and show that you hate him, now you are given that which was supposed to be given or placed upon those people who hate you. So now let us qualify that the Caucasians of today's world are the Edomites of Bible time. In Genesis chapter 25, verse 25 and 26, that passage of scripture outlined the birth of Esau and Jacob. When Esau was born, they found it necessary to give a description of Esau because Esau was unlike any other child that was born in that era. Esau was the first Caucasians. He was red and all over and hairy like a cloak. Now, let us go to a modern publication of the Caucasians. I remember the Caucasians took the history of every nation of the world and they hid it away in the Vatican City. So when this speaks from a place of authority. But they're hoping that you will not be able to put one and one together to come up with a firm conclusion as to what was said. In the Encyclopedia Britannica, under the caption Jerusalem, subcaption Roman rules, it says that King Herod, the Roman king that rules over Israel, was an Edomite. We have to remember that King Herod was a full-blooded Roman. He was a Caucasian. And the publication of another group of the Caucasians, the Jews, they have a publication that is called Chabad. An online version is chabad.org. And you can go and find it for yourself. 14 facts you must know about the Romans. Fact number 12, they credit the Duke Magdiel as the progenitor of the Romans, meaning the son of Esau, Magdiel. If you go to Genesis chapter 36 and read verse 43, you will see Magdiel is mentioned there as one of the duke or the chiefs of Esau. The Romans are full-blooded Caucasians. You have to remember that the Caucasians nation started with Greece and Rome. It is after the kingdom of Rome fractured that all of the other kingdoms, England, Spain, Germany, and all of these things come into existence. So here we see, fact number 12 says, the Duke Magdiel, the Edomite, is the progenitor of the Romans. So when the Most High God said that you must not put one who is not of your own people, your brother, to rule over you, this is what you did. You put one of them who the Most High God declared his hatred for to rule over you, Ralph Gonsalves. The Most High said he will hate the Edomites, he'll hate the Edomites forever. He will hate the Caucasians, he'll hate the Caucasians forever. I thought the principle of Christianity and those Bible-believing people is what the Most High God hates, I will hate. And what he loves, I will love. Not only that, he told you in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, that the Caucasians are your enemies. So why would you put your enemy to rule over you and expect things to get better for you? Insanity is doing the same thing in the same manner and expect a different result. Are you insane? How does the Most High God said you must deal with your enemies? He said in Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 2, smite them, utterly destroy them. Now, the person or the people who you are supposed to utterly destroy, you put them to rule over you and to manage your resources and expect that the cause of the Most High God will not rain down on you. You are all foolish people. My name is Chief Strumblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadine Spirit of the Most High Son. I am the diaspora merchant. My people, like this video, share this video, leave a comment on this video, let me know what are your thoughts. And remember, there are many more videos like this right here. Go and peruse those videos and let me know what are your thoughts about those videos. Remember to like or subscribe based on which social media platform you are viewing this from. And I will talk to you soon.